Hey loves, how are you? So I just want to talk to you about what happens when you actually get back to doing things that you know you're supposed to be doing. So a lot of times we tend to like as soon as we get into confusion or we get into like, oh crap, like feeling out of alignment, or we feel like things just aren't working, or we get frustrated, or we drop into a low vibration, or shit hits the fan and we're just like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. What happens is we stop doing the things that we know are going to get us where we want to be, and then we start doubting. Because when you're not doing the work, and I mean the work of your soul, I mean you are in alignment, you are like tapped into your own sacred and sensual power, you are really in connection with God, with universe, with just like real, just like that infinite intelligence is just flowing through you, and you connect and you just like feel it. And when you're in that place and everything is flowing, you're in the zone, you're really tapped into your brilliance and your genius, and you're serving at the level of love and generosity and joy, right? And when you're in that place, things are like, yes, yes, yes. And then when the bottom falls out, right, as it inevitably does on occasion, or maybe sometimes very frequently, depending on where you are in your life, and when the bottom falls out, what I found, and the bottom just fell out for me a few weeks ago, and what I found was, after all this work that I've been doing, and all of the like the mindset work and the soul work and the vibrational work, what happens is that you tend to doubt, and like you tend to doubt the things that were already in alignment for you, right? And you start to think like, well, maybe I need this, maybe things aren't working because of this, and maybe it's that. And I want you to understand, and just kind of like start to look at, if you're looking at the external things, right, the things that are outside of you, the things that like other people, listening to other people's advice, or who you're working with, or whatever it may be, right? And you're looking at that as or you're looking there for the answer. And if things aren't working the way you want them to, you start to look at all the things that are outside of you to see like, well, maybe this is wrong, maybe this is right, should I be doing this, I'm not quite sure, blah 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 blah, instead of actually looking inside and seeing, okay, so what is it that I'm doing, or what is it, or like who is it that I'm being in this moment that's out of alignment with my goals, with my intentions, with my desires, with the truth and the beauty and the depth of who I am, as a woman, as a creator, as a visionary, as a leader. Like, what is it that's off, right? Rather than looking at the things outside of yourself and saying like, well, maybe it's that, or maybe it's that, or I wonder if I should be doing that. So if you find that you're doubting yourself right now, if you find that you're backpedaling, if you find that you're not being impeccable with your word, like Don Miguel Ruiz says, then you want to start to look at yourself rather than looking at the stuff that's going on outside of you, and like with other people, or other things, or other situations, or whatever it may be. You want to start looking inside. So inside, like mindset, vibration, how you're showing up in the world, what you're standing for, what you're speaking, the truth that you're living. Or if you're not living your truth, if you're living someone else's truth, if you are existing on someone else's timetable, and you're not actually taking the time and making the time, because we create time, right? Like time, it's a form of energy. So are you actually making the time in your day to nourish yourself, to do the work, right? To show up fully, and to set your priorities. And I know, right, I've talked about this before, but like as creators, we're like, priorities, like structure, but can you create structure in a way that it turns on your soul, in a way that helps you get where you want to be and become the person that you need to be in order to stand in the power of your own divinity, right? So that's just a little like musing for you for tonight, whatever. Because it was on my mind, and it was just something that really hit me today. And I was watching Rocky. There was a Rocky marathon, and it's absolutely hands down one of my favorite movies. And in Rocky 3, he's fighting Clubber Lang, and blah blah blah. It's all about, oh my God, the battle, and you're getting soft, and you used to be the warrior, and now we have to coddle you, and you're not as strong and badass as you think you are. And you'll see, and I'm sure you've seen the movie, but you'll notice, like I noticed today, was that when Rocky was really just, lost, and he was just kind of living in the way that he thought he needed to live, and he had lost like the depth and the truth of who he was as a warrior. And everything, like the cinematography, everything was on Clubber. What was Clubber saying? What was he doing? How was he training? It was very much like looking outside of Rocky. And then as soon as he like came back to himself and he was all in and he's focused, and then you'll notice that the scenes change and it's all about him. It's all about what he thinks and how he feels and the training that he's doing and what he's going through on the journey. So once we really start to look within and focus on how we're showing up and start looking at our own crap, and right, like that we're doing, that we're being, like we're giving off, tapping into our own mindset and looking at, okay, so am I living in a way that's going to get me where I want to be? Am I living in a way that's allowing me to serve? Am I showing up as love, right? Am I vibrating at a frequency of love and joy and gratitude, or am I in those lower vibrations of fear and anxiety and doubt? And if you are doubting yourself, if you're doubting your decisions, if you are hesitating on making decisions, this is a big one. If you're not making decisions or you're backpedaling on decisions, then it's a sign that you're not living your truth. It's a sign that you are looking at all the external stuff and you're focusing outside of yourself rather than focusing on what you need to do, who you need to be, and how you need to raise that vibration to live in such a way that you attract and receive the things that you want into your life. Okay, so that's it. I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions, any comments, and let me know, like, if you feel like you have been doing this, if you're doubting and you're like kind of fearful, or you're you're going back and forth on decisions and not making them. Comment below and like let's get a conversation going about how you can start to change that around and really start to live in such a way that you actually do receive the things that you want into your life, and that you become the person that you want to be, right? And in such a like an amazing and turned on and delicious way. So if you would like to go deeper and you would like my support in getting exactly where you want to be and unleashing the power of your genius and your brilliance and standing in the power of who you are as a woman, as a sacred, like loving, divine being of God, then I would love to work with you. And you can hop into my Untamed and Unforgettable Women's Soul Leadership Circle by going over to nikacarly.com/circle and check that out. And you will receive, if you sign up right now, you will receive your first month at 50% off, bringing the price down to only $49 a month. I know. So it's a membership program / group coaching / soul, like really deep soul circle experience. So we'll really be diving into exactly who you are and who you want to be. And I would love to see you over there and begin officially getting you into the mind space and the vibration of your biggest, wildest, oh my God, amazing soul's desires. So again, it's nikacarly.com / circle, and leave me some comments below and let me know how you can begin to really stand in the power and the truth of who you are and let go of all the external BS that's holding you back. So I love you again. And as always, here's to your untaming. Bye, guys.